First pitch moments away here in New York. It's interleague baseball. Next on the show. Now from Citi Field in Flushing, New York, we welcome you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. It's the penultimate game of the year between the American League's Houston Astros and the New York Mets. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you into another edition of Baseball on the Show. Alongside me are Major League veterans Steve Lyons and Eric Karros. And Steve, let's talk about the two starters that take the baseball here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Houston Astros, as manager Bo Porter aligns his guys like this. Johan Santana is on the mound here to face these guys. He's got the usual assortment of pitches, but keep an eye on him in the early going here. If these guys can get to him early, he does have a tendency to start overthrowing. And from there, that's when the problems usually arise. And in the field, we see the Mets will line up this way. Ronald Torres makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. First pitch of the game is taken for ball one as we get underway at 7:11 tonight. EK, let's take a look at our homestanding nine as they enter play here this evening. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
And they've got the division title in their back pocket already. Now it's just a matter of playing for the seeding and maybe getting a few of your guys a day off or two before the real fun begins.
Ready now on 1-1. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. Ready with the 2-1. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
2-2 pitch on the way. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. There's Starlin Castro. He'll follow next. Full count pitch on its way. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
And that's one of the questions we'll ask as this night goes on. Can he wind up putting guys away with that fastball? You know, I think he gave a pretty clear indication, one batter into the ball game, that he brought his good stuff with him tonight.
Starlin Castro will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 7 games. Boy, arctically cold. First pitch on the way. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
The 1-0 pitch. And this will be fouled away. The 1-1. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get fouled. Here comes a 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Yeah, make it back-to-back strikeouts here to start the inning. So much for the top of the lineup set the table.
Evan Gaddis will stand in, and he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks, as you see the average there over the course of the last 9 ball games. Now here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0. You'd have to say, so far, so good here for the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting ahead. He's mixing his pitches. You'd like to put up a 0 to get that first inning out of the way, and he's close to making that happen.
Here comes the 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it, because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are, so the more you can keep these guys guessing, off balance, the better.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here he comes, 3-1. And this is taken for ball 4, so it's a 2-out walk here in the top of the first.
And sometimes, you know, you just got to learn that harder isn't always better. You've got to be able to dial that fastball down a few miles an hour and make sure you keep it in the strike zone.
George Springer will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. Here's the first offering. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
He's set, now the pitch. Back-to-back fastballs here as he takes control 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. It's still on his mind.
He's set, now the pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Astros leave 1. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Time now to meet the Mets, as the starting lineup for the New York Mets in this one looks like this. They'll go to work against a former #1 overall pick out of UCLA, the hard-throwing right-hander Garrett Cole. And behind him, here's how the Astros will line it up on defense. Daniel Murphy will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. EK, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
And you know, the little things have been a recurring theme on these telecasts for years now, but when you're in a losing streak like this, no matter how minor it is, it always seems like the little things are going the other team's way. That has certainly been the case these last few games.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
A 2-1 offering. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Here he comes on 3-1. Got his pitch on 3-1, but this is a routine fly ball out to straightaway center. Therefore, it is the Gold Glover Reddick, and he's got it 1 away. A look there at our scouting report is here's what you'll see out of this 23-year-old right-hander. Juan Lagares will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he hasn't been much of a contributor these past 10 or so games, as you see the average there. First pitch coming. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. One out, nobody on. The next pitch. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but he can't connect, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, not a bad idea. He waited a pitch there before showing bunt. Well, sometimes that might back that third baseman up a step or two if he sees you're not bunting at the first pitch.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Just 2 batters into this game, and I think they can tell already that they're going to have their hands full all night tonight with this guy. This is another great pitch, a lot of movement on it, and he's an out away from a spotless first inning.
Michael Lee will stand in as you take a look at that first column on the left. He's closing in now on that batting title. Now here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. You got to figure that that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
The 1-0 home. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Now Cole's delivery, 2-0. Too tight with that one, 3-0.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
3-0 is on the way. And this is nowhere close, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Number 3 will dig in here. First pitch to him. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
I don't think there's any intent with that. That might be just to let him know that he's out there.
A runner on first with 2 away. 1-0 on the way. Ball 2.
Just getting deeper and deeper into trouble here in the first inning. He's walked one guy already. Now he's fallen behind another guy here.
On the way. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Two, 1. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Two. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. 2 out with the man at first. Ready with another 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
3-2, here it is. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. From the stretch. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
That's the second walk he's allowed here in the first inning. I have a feeling if you ask his manager, he's going to say that that's way too many already. You can't go giving away base runners, or you're going to find yourself in a big hole early on.
Number 30 will dig in now, and he's come through in many a situation like this, currently 4th in the National League RBI race. First pitch coming. Ball 1. Seems like he's missed his spots a few times here already.
Yeah, he hasn't been overly sharp, that's for sure. It hasn't caught up to him yet, but he's going to need to find that rhythm.
1-0. In tight again, and it's to 2-0 now.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Now the 3-0 offering. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. The 3-1 is on the way. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
David Lee will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
First pitch coming. Too low, 1-0. The 1-0. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with one swing.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
Take sign?
That would be a take sign.
Here comes the 3-0. And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
And even 3-1, I say take another one.
3-1 on the win. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2.
Taken again on 3-1. He's trying to get that RBI the easy way, but now they've worked it back to a full count.
2 out, bases loaded. The 3-2 pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again, 3-2. The next 3-2. Now a ball hit back up the middle. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Mets leave them loaded. We've played an inning. No score. Hank Conger will stand in to start things out, with his guys pretty fortunate to get out of that last half inning with the game still scoreless.
Yeah, they were able to dodge a bases-loaded situation. That could have gotten out of hand quickly, so Maybe they can calm their guy down a bit by getting a couple runs here.
Here's the first offering. On the ground to third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting sixth, left fielder, Colby Rasmus.
Colby Rasmus will take his first cuts of the ball game here. First offering on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike. In some of these interleague matchups, guys are facing rookies, guys they've never faced before. Advantage hitter or pitcher?
I'm always going to say it, advantage pitcher. Until you see what a guy's got and how he lets it go, you're just flying blind up there.
Another fastball, another called strike, 0-2 now.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
He's in the palm of your hand.
And the pitch. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Batting seventh, third baseman,
Matt Dominguez will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. Here it comes. Fouled back. The pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One on the way. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Now the 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Michael Kadire will start things out. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, and 9 to start out the home half of the second.
And they probably still can't believe they didn't get anything out of that first inning. They got the bases loaded, but just couldn't cash in.
Now the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the pitch. And the off-speed pitch is taken here. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game.
Well, he was fortunate to strand the bases loaded in the first inning, but he serves up a leadoff single here to start the second, so he could be in for another high-stress inning here.
Brian McCann will make his way in now. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's game. Now the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
The 1-0. And there he goes towards second. And this is fouled back and out of play. Nobody out, runner on first. Here's the 1-1. Good time to take something off, but it's 2-1 now. Here comes the 2-1. They'll try it again from first. Fouled back. Here he comes on 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by.
Stepping in now, Johan Santana showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Now the 1-0. Look out, 2-0 now.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Bottom of the second here with no score. 2-0 count, the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Here it is, the 3-0. And they will have him bunting with 1 away as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Yeah, this early in the game, to me, this is the right decision. You give that guy at the top of your lineup a chance to drive in a run with a simple base hit.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. One-0 pitch now. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Another 2-0 count here to begin an at-bat.
Once or twice is a pattern. More than that is a trend. And he's just not going to have much success if he keeps falling behind every hitter.
Now the 2-0. In there, 2-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now. The 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Here's the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches, and he was rewarded.
Juan Lagares will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Yeah, it's so easy to get caught reaching on that pitch. We've seen a few of his teammates do it already. That's a great job to recognize slider and play off.
1-0 on the way. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. We'll move to the third with no score. Josh Reddick will step in now. He drove in his club's only run a night ago.
Center fielder, Josh Reddick.
Come on, let's do it.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Pitch on the way. Fouled straight back. Now here's the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Here's the 1-2. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. And he takes very close to the inside corner here, 2-2 though. The 2-2 coming. Hit pretty well as this is out toward deep center. One away here to begin the third.
I thought for a second that this might make a dent in both the hit and the run column, but he didn't quite get all of it. It's probably the best swing, though, they've had so far.
Garrett Cole digs in at the plate. Now the first pitch. Ran the circle change in on him, a ball and no strikes. Here's a 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change, 1-2. Boy, tough enough to be an American League pitcher swinging the bat as it is. How about having to deal with pitches like that?
One word, Matty, unfair.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, I don't know if that was just discipline or whether he just wasn't going to swing the bat at all. At least he's making him throw a few pitches.
Here comes a 2-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. So in just 1 turn through the lineup, that's already 5 strikeouts for him here in the contest. And that'll bring us to our Mets leaderboard. And as you can see, he's currently second on the ball club in that department. Ronald Torres will stand in here hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest. And here's the first pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Number 3 is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Michael Lee makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Michael Lee.
Now here's the first pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And that ball is out of here. And the home half of the third starts with a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, and that's home run number 48 on the year. And the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, there's one thing for certain. He's picking the right time to start getting hot right here. With the postseason right around the corner, they're going to be relying on his offense quite a bit. And hopefully, this is a preview of what everybody's going to see in October.
In now, number 3. As he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Well, let me tell you, when you're on a losing streak, this is an out. But when you're on a winning streak, man, these are the little breaks that just seem to always go your way. He's got himself an infield single.
Into the box now, number 30, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And he misses again, 2-0.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
A runner at first with no outs here. Here comes the 2-0. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here it comes, 2-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2.
Get that running at second base.
Here now the 2-2. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through for a base hit. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out. And that hitting streak of his continues to grow as it's reached an even dozen ball games now. David Lee will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Here's the 1-0. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Here comes the 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And up at the plate now, he's really in the driver's seat. I don't think they want to walk him, so this should be something good.
Now the 3-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And a backhanded try, but it's just out of reach, and that's going to score the run from third. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Michael Kadire will dig in. He singled his first time around. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Here's the first offering. And a bouncing ball, foul. One strike now from Cole. And Kadire trying to pull this pitch, but he got around on it a bit too quickly as it'll find the seats in left.
Come on, make him earn it.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Hey, Michael!
Here comes the 1-2. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And that is a foul ball, just missing extra bases deep in the corner.
All right, Matt.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And he holds off there as the count goes even to the Mets left fielder. It's 2-2. Here's the 2-2 offering. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. 2-2 one more time. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal.
They have really taken some liberties against this guy here in the inning. Not only have they been hitting him hard, but now they're running wild off him too, as both guys move up 90 feet on the double steal.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. This is hit to the right side and into right field. It's a 2-for-2 start for him tonight, a base hit. And he will score as well as the lead is now doubled to 4. Here's Astros manager Bo Porter now on his way to the mound. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Brad Peacock is going to come out and pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the third inning, he may be asked to work for a while. Brian McCann will stand in with 4 runs home in the inning already and still nothing in the out column.
Yeah, I don't know quite where you go from here. You need something to break your way, or else this is going to be over early.
First pitch coming. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. And this could wind up being a bullpen kind of game as we've got action down there right now when we're only in the 3rd inning. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Comes set, now the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here, now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
Johan Santana will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play. Now here's the first pitch. And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with 1 gone as he puts this one down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but hey, he gets the job done.
Come on, Matt.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Let's send this guy to the shower.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Around third and being waved on hold. And this will find its way to the 335 sign. And they'll tack on 1 more as this is now a 5-0 game.
Another run home to score in the inning, and it's not going to be charged to him, but still, he's got to find some way to get his guys out of this already.
Juan Lagares will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on the way. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Still won't get him to fish downstairs, and it's 2-0 now.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
The 2-0. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Yeah, he got his 2-0 fastball, but it wasn't in that one place, one spot that we always talk about. So that was a good idea to let that one go and wait for something else.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even, 2-2. Here's the 2-2 home. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 5 and the Astros nothing. Starlin Castro will step forward now to lead things off, and after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here.
First pitch coming. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
And that's too high, ball 2.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
And here's a slider for a called strike.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Now the 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Now the 2-2 pitch. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. 2-2. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And he is going to have extra bases to start the 4th. The throw into second, and he will make it there with their first hit of the ball game, a leadoff double. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as you see there, that total good for second place on this Astros ball club. Evan Gattis will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. First pitch coming. And a check swing looked like he went around. Yes, indeed, says the first base umpire. Strike 1. He's ready now. The pitch. And that misses, 1-1.
Watch for a minute.
Look into McCann, the 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Ready on 2-1. 2-2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
No runs, just one hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with one away. Now if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
George Springer will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. First pitch to him. Now a little dribbler up the line to first. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 5-1 ball game. Trying to do a little too much out there, so that'll go into the books as an E2. Hank Conger will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning.
Double play, kill, stay in, you know.
Here's the first offering. Lays off 1-0.
So very wrong.
The 1-0 pitch. And the 1-0 is sent out to straightaway center field. There to pull it in, Lagares, and there are 2 away now. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League. Colby Rasmus will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First offering on the way. There goes the runner. Pitch inside. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
There's some managers out there who would say, we're already down a few runs here early. Let's not take too many chances on the base pass, but not this guy. He's not afraid to give his guys free rein out there, and this time it works out for him.
Here comes the 1-0. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Third baseman, Matt Dominguez.
Matt Dominguez will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The next pitch. This is hit on the ground, but foul. Has a look, now the pitch. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
You know what? He's starting to skate on some thin ice here, and sooner or later, he's going to have to challenge him.
Keith wins at anything.
The 2-1 home. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Down by 4 this early, I don't know if that's the type of swing you need to be taking here.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Here he comes on 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Here's the full count offering. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Up next for the Astros, center fielder,
Josh Reddick will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Now the first pitch. That tails back over, strike 1.
Even though you're down 4, you don't need to get them all back in one swing. Just think line drive.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now.
He's still got to make one more big pitch, but this is a great start with the bases loaded.
Let's get out of this inning.
He waits, now the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. They know he'll chase it down there, so even if it didn't get the job done, it's a great pitch on 0-2.
1-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Now another 2-2. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
All right, man.
3-2 with the bases loaded. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Boy, and he's been all right up to this inning, but the wheels have really come off the bus now. He gives them a run here on the bases loaded walk, and he's not getting any closer to getting himself out of this mess.
Brad Peacock will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help himself out.
And at the very least, he's got to focus on getting something in play. He can really help himself out with just a simple single here.
Come on, New York.
Now the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
Don't let him score, man.
He's set, now the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Come on, New York.
Now the 1-1. Now a big swing as this is popped up. And I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. Number 30 is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Mets 5 and the Astros 2. Michael Lee will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Michael Lee.
And here's the first pitch. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Now here's the pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. Look at the stop. But the throw will be well late. So a good play, but it's all for naught as that'll be an infield single.
I think you have to tip your cap to the effort we're seeing out there. Getting this ball before it gets through into left field. But about the only way you're going to throw a guy out from there is if the hitter actually trips getting out of the batter's box. And he'll beat this out easily.
Into the box, number 3, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
4th inning here, already a 5-2 score. He's set, now the pitch. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. The right-hander deals on 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. The 2-2. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean, hammered out there. But he's going to wind up with nothing to show for it.
Standing in now, number 30, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. David Lee will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Now here's the first pitch. Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. And he is in there. And he'll make it up to third here thanks to the throwing miscue. And we'll see how they want to score this play.
Oh, this is a bad error right here. He tries to square himself up to second base to get this double play started, but I don't know if his cleats got stuck or what, but this is not a very good throw, and he's going to get stuck with an E4.
In now, Michael Kadire, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
.1-0 on the way. Ball 2 to Kadire. 2 balls and no strikes.
You get the sense he's starting to panic a little bit out there. He's not following through on any of his deliveries, and some of his pitches aren't all that close to the strike zone.
Hitters count 2-0. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Here's the 2-1 to Kadire. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as they stretch things even further, now 7-2. Brian McCann will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Now's our chance. Let's go.
Here's the first offering. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
I don't know. I'm not sure about this call with runners on the corners. You got the guy on the ropes out there on the mound, and he's not really showing any ability to get guys out himself. So why get yourself out for him?
A man on third with 2 down. From the belt, the pitch, and he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his third strikeout of the ball game. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Ronald Torres will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
First pitch coming. Oh, tried to hold back as this is hit back toward the mound. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Well, not the most convincing way to start an inning right here. You're going to see him try to hold back, but he winds up making contact anyway. Sort of an excuse-me swing right there. And this is just an easy chance here on the mound, and that's a quick first out.
Here's Starlin Castro. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. And now a pitch on the way. He looks to be back in control now here in the fifth, as that swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
Well, there's no question this guy's got to be in the running for the Cy Young this year. He makes quick work of this guy on 3 pitches. That was just too easy.
Evan Gattis now standing in, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. One 0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors thus far for the Astros. And this is fouled back and out of play. There's the lefty's offering on 1 and 2. And he's able to go with a fastball as this is sliced into right for a base hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
George Springer will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
First pitch on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
The 1-0 home. And that's waved at and missed 1-1. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. The 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 coming. Full count. 3-2.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
A runner on first with 2 away. Full count offering on its way. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Houston. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Johan Santana will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch coming. Opposite field to left. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second, and he will make it there with 2 bases to kick off the home 5th.
How about that for turning the tables to start the inning? Here you are out on the mound thinking, thank goodness I've got the pitcher leading off. He's got other plans. As he gets pretty good wood on this one, he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Daniel Murphy will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. Now here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. From the stretch. Here's a hard hit ball ripped down the first base line. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Well, and that's just a really nice job right there. After the leadoff double, I don't care who the next guy is, he has to, at the very least, make a productive out. And that's a good job right there as he gets his man to third, now with just 1 out.
Juan Lagares will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. First pitch coming. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Pause. Now the pitch. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
2 good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees. And you got to start thinking center of the diamond here. Shorten up a little bit. You've got to put something in play.
He's ready. Now the pitch.
Nope.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
I tell you, that was not an easy take.
It sure wasn't, especially when you've got to protect on an 0-2 count.
Here comes a 1-2. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Manufactured run right there. You get the double to start the inning off, and then it's all about get him over and get him in. And 2 straight groundouts do that job.
Michael Lee will try and start over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI groundout. Here's the first offering. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
That's popped up out towards short right field. Torres is under this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Mets are out on top, 8-2. Hank Conger will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
First pitch to him. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Here it comes. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Colby Rasmus will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. First offering on the way. This ball's grounded foul. Now here it comes. Ball 1. One pitch on the way. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make him bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
So 1-2 with 1 away. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. Turned out to be a good take.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here comes a 2-2. Swing and a miss as he starts to frame with back-to-back strikeouts here. 3 in a row going back to the last inning, and there are 2 away.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Matt Dominguez will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. Now the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Now the pitch. And this is fouled straight back. The pitch. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. They'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
This is a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Pat Neshek will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Number 3 will try again. Officially 1 for 2 in this one. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen, as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Pitch on the way. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Dominguez is underneath this one. 1 gone.
Well, sometimes when you miss with your location, it actually works to your benefit. I mean, this pitch is further up than I think he wants it, but hey, it works out for him.
Into the box now, number 30, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And the pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. Here he comes on 2-1. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. He'll get it into second, and that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Well, when you're hot, you're hot. There's no denying he's been swinging one of the hottest bats on the club, if not the entire league, and he comes through again with his second hit of the ball game. This one for 2 bases.
Into the box, David Lee, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Fouled back. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. The 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. The 3-1 coming. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Yeah, a close pitch to take on a 3-1 count, but this might have been just a little bit outside. He winds up losing it.
Michael Kadire come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
First pitch to him. Now both runners on the move. Not nearly in time, and it's a double steal.
If you think about it, this is the perfect time to call for this. You know, your pitcher out there is having a hard time throwing strikes. And he's not going to be as focused as he should be on the base runners, and they take advantage. That's a great call from the dugout.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. The 1-0. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. Dive, but it's off his glove, and that ought to get at least 1 run in. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Brian McCann will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. And here's the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
The 1-0 now to McCann. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
First and second now, 1 man out.
Hit something hard right here.
The 2-0. This is grounded foul. Ready with the 2-1. And that misses, so they fall behind McCann here, 3-1. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Now the 3-1. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout.
What was that?
3-2, here it comes. Here's a ground ball to first. Here's Castro for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. Seventh inning coming up. The Mets lead it 9-2. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the seventh inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Josh Reddick will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Oh, and he shoots it into center field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
L.J. Hose will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 0, L.J. Hose.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Nobody out, runner on first. Now the 1-0. Hit on the ground to shortstop. To second for one, and that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Now batting, second baseman, Ronald Torres.
Ronald Torres will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Now the first pitch. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
1-0 pitch now. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, you'd like to think he had one more big pitch here to get him out of the inning and then call it a night, but he's having a hard time finding the strike zone right now.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
Now the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
Come on, a little love here.
Here it comes, the 3-0. That one's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Here comes the 3-1. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. 2 out, nobody on. Now the payoff pitch home. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. And Kadire will make the catch, and the inning is over. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Mets lead this one 9-2. Tony Sipp will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Johan Santana will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. The ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
Daniel Murphy will step in, a ground out victim as last time.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the first offering. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's the pitch. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. And now a pitch on the way. Now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to deep right field. Springer back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Center fielder number 12.
Juan Lagares will try and erase his 0 for 4 in the ball game. First pitch coming. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Here's a 1-0. This is up the middle, and it's going to get into center field. It's a 2-out hit.
Well, they haven't really needed him so far, but he finally comes through here to wipe out that offer in his 5th try.
Michael Lee will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Now here's the first pitch. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. On the way. Off the plate again. 2-0 now.
And that's going to give him another great hitting count here on 2-0. No wonder they're up by 7.
All right, base hit here.
Maybe trouble now. Here's the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Yeah, it looked like he was well on his way to a quick inning, but now a hit and a 3-0 count have turned the tables on that idea.
The 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. The 3-1. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
And it looked like he was on his way to breezing through this half inning. But then a base hit, now a walk here with 2 away, and that's opened the door for these guys to maybe do some damage after all.
Number 3 will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
He's ready now. The pitch. Oh, good spot. On the black for strike 2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Knock it out of here. Go.
From the belt. Kicks and deals. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 2 left for the Mets, but they hold a 9-2 lead. Starlin Castro will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
First pitch coming. And he gets ahead 0-1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Now the rookie deals on 1-2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. Another 1-2 delivery. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Up next for the Astros.
Well, in case you're just tuning in, you've missed a lot of these so far. 11 for him in the contest all told, as he just continues to mow down the opposing lineup here late into the ball game. Evan Gaddis now standing in. And he gets under this one and in fact breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
The 1-1 home. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Now another 1-2. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats, so another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. He'll try again 1-2. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. George Springer will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
First pitch on the way. And a high strike there, 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
That's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros right fielder. Ready now on 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. A 2-1 offering. And a good pitch there as he got him to go after one in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Here's the 2-2 offering. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Number 30 will be the batter. 2 for 3 with a double thus far.
First baseman, number 30.
First pitch coming. And that's in there for strike 1. Now here it comes. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Stepping in now, David Lee inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
Here's the 1-0. Now this is swung on and dribbled up the first base line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Now the 1-2. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Here's the 2-2 home. And this is on the ground to third. One there, on to first, and they turn the double play.
The left fielder, number 23.
Michael Kadire to step in looking to remain perfect. He's already 4 for 4. Here it comes. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's the 1-1. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Mets 9 and the Astros 2. And now here comes Mets skipper Terry Collins out to home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Bobby Parnell will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Number 39, Bobby Parnell. Now playing shortstop and batting in the ninth.
Hank Conger will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
The 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two-1. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. Coming on fast as he makes the basket catch.
The batter, left fielder.
Yeah, he's coming on quickly here. Let's see in show motion if he makes the play. Yep, sure enough. He got to it before it touched the ground. Nicely done.
Standing in now, Colby Rasmus, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Boy, no messing around here in this 9th inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitch, and that's usually a fastball.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Now a ball rolled softly to second. On to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out now.
And this is a guy who's going to give up his share of hits. But that's because he just says, hey, go ahead. Here's my best stuff. Try to hit it. He's got such good stuff that most times when guys do hit it, they'll put it on the ground right at somebody.
Here's the third baseman, Matt Dominguez, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
And the pitch. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, you know, this one may have been decided a long time ago, but don't tell that to this guy. He's going to approach every at-bat like the game's on the line, and he delivers here with a double into the gap.
Josh Reddick will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the two-out doubles. Now here's the first pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Has a look, now the pitch. That's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros right fielder. Two out here and a runner at second. 1-1 on the way. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. And he'll check his swing here. Did he go around? Yes, and the ball game is over.
Another good win for these guys, and they're playing some confident baseball out there right now. That's their fourth win in a row, so they've got things firing on all cylinders.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top, 9-2. Good night from Flushing.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 9 runs on 15 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. For the Astros, 2 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 27 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.